Hi guys, welcome to Mountain Homestead. Sorry the video's a little late today, but I tried to do one this morning and then put it to music, and yeah, my technical skills aren't working so well. So I'm gonna film this. This is just an early spring tour of the garden. While some things are in bloom, I have a forsythia in bloom, I have my redbud in bloom, so there's a few weeds too, but just ignore those. Might even see a hose out or a power cord, so just ignore those. But this is the back in black sedum. It's kind of waking up. It's kind of nice. I'm not sure about the bougainvillea. Not sure at all. Seems like it's a little dead, but we'll give it time. See what happens. Then we have these tropical roses. I think that's the Conocloa with some morning glory or bindweed. I need to get some stuff transplanted in these holes here. There's 2 spots that are available that are on dripper, so I need to fill those. Actually, there's 3, so I need to get those. I have enough plants, so I need to get them planted. And the porcupine grass is coming back a little bit earlier. Last year, I think Gina and I were talking about, I think the porcupine grass and the maple, they didn't really do anything until May, so this is the end of March, so we're doing pretty good here. Let's see, our photinia shrub hedge is coming along really good. Those have probably doubled this year. These 5 were first, and then those last 4 were second. They're actually were all started at the same time, but these 5 were put in the ground first. And then those other 4 had been carried over in pots. So they have different height on them, where these have more of a bulk to them. But I'm going to try to do this without filming my shadow. Here's the osteopermum, or African daisies. Lots of babies. I might actually pot those up. I think I have a plan for something. I just need to, because I sprayed, I have to wait now before I plant. So I might let them get bigger anyways. But raspberry bushes, there's 1, 2, look at all those babies, and then there's 3, and I just acquired, I think I showed it in the last video, I think I have 8, so they're all gonna go here. I just need to make them fit. So yeah, the osteopermum's doing awesome. And I can walk around right now without fear of any buzzer, any rattlesnakes. But the ebbtide roses are getting ready to do their thing. They bulked up this year too. So that's really nice. That's that whole hedge. Eventually I'm hoping they will just barely touch, or be a little bit of space in between. Even these are the sedum autumn joys. Even they've just grew faster this year than usual. But there's the forsythia. For those who don't know, that's the shrub with yellow flowers. It smells wonderful. And then the stalk that I had thrown seeds in there and there. Poppies are getting ready to bloom. So, and all the volunteer calendulas in there too. There's a volunteer African daisies in there somewhere, but then the black-eyed Susans and the calendula will keep going, but the black-eyed Susans, I don't think I put any echinacea in here, but yeah, I need to get that water resolved really quick before this all grows up. The water end is right there, so I need to do that while the ground's still workable. So this is so pretty. I don't remember the name of those tulips. They're like, there's a black in the name, but they're like a deep purple. But I need to pull a few weeds, but that's how it goes. Irises look like they're forming their flowers, so those usually bloom in April for me, so that'll be nice. I need to pull this. I had hoped it would bounce back, but one thing for me, or in my area for the osteopermum, is it is like every other year. So because it reseeds itself so quickly, I really don't have to worry about it, other than I need to remember to pull the ugly out. So I do need to cut that back, or just go ahead and pull it because there's enough stuff around it. So, oh, and I don't remember, I think that was in the wildflower seed mix that I had sprinkled. I'm a little bummed. Not much took from it, so I was a little bummed for that. I mean, the stalk bloom came through, but yeah, not much. I did sprinkle a lot of poppy seeds, and those have taken, so that, I think I did like a whole handful. Pretty sure I did a whole handful, and those are everywhere. So I'm excited about that. The hollyhocks have taken. These should bloom this year because these were transplanted last year. And then there's the Gara, the, oh, what's that, whirling butterflies is the name, I guess. The lamb's ear took. Yeah, there's just, I just need to get in here and do some weeding, but. And then the columbine, doing really good. It's actually blooming right now. Half of these were from seed that I had started and I had intermixed, so they'll eventually just spread. I need to pull that right there. Oh gosh. Yeah, see how pretty these are. And these irises are doing well. And then this whole little dry creek bed, I call it, I had sprinkled so many wildflower seeds in there. Maybe they'll come up, I don't know, but I'm hoping they will. So that's, but the Verbena bonarici, or bonarici, yeah, bonaricis, something. It's doing well. So that'll be tall and purpley and spiky here soon. There's two. I thought there was two. I only see one right now. The Autumn Joy Sedum, there's one, about right there. Right there. So, and then this is a little flower bed. I just need to get annuals in there. And I did transplant some poppies and it looks like they took pretty good. So, yeah, this was just a little one. That's really the only space I had. This hawthorn, it'll spread. The elderberry's doing really good. Oh, the willow's doing really good. Really good. I got those treated for borer beetles this year, which is a good thing because we've seen a lot of borer beetles actually land on us and stuff, so. But, yep. Irises are getting ready to bloom. Oh, Mr. Bunny is down. I'll have to fix him in a little bit. And that's an agapanthus back there, so that'll be nice. Magnolia, she's got some growth on her. She is a slow grower. That's that little gem magnolia. And her leaves have kind of, they're not very dark. I wonder if I over-fertilized her. I will find out. Yeah, because her leaves should be a little bit darker. Or you know what, those are new leaves. That's, I think, what it is. So we'll wait and see. This is all black-eyed Susans down here, so that's going to be pretty here pretty soon. That's one of the Litchfield Angels that I transplanted last year. It's finally getting with it. It's not as big as its sisters in the protege, but it will. Then here's this little garden bed. So really pretty. Some of the stuff I'm still leaving because I don't know if they're weeds or if they're part of the wildflower mix that I spread. So I've been leaving some of them because I don't know what they are. There's some tulips still gonna bloom, which is nice. And oh, I weed-eated the other day, but so that's a prairie grass. That's the Desert Plains prairie grass right there. And just ignore all this. I have to weed-eat again. There's two more sedums. One right there, one right there. That's how all those others started out, is that small. So that's what I'm anticipating. I just need to, this summer, once this stuff dies back, is I need to bring in a lot of mulch. A lot of mulch. So, lilac's coming up. This is a Juga Look at that pretty little purple flower. That'll spread too. That's a ground cover. And something smells really pretty. I wonder if that's that. Huh. There's the Litchfield Angel. There's another hawthorn, Indian hawthorn. So see, I kind of repeated stuff all along here. That's a spirea. Looks like it's going to flower here pretty soon. There's more sedum. The cottonwood stays. For now, Jean just has to get a game plan because that cliff is really steep. So we need to do it before the grass dries and the rattlesnakes come out. And so no sparks will cause fires, but we'll see. There's that sedum I transplanted. There's another spirea. Those are going to end up touching, so I'll need to move that. Probably down there or somewhere in between. Yeah, I'll probably have to move that. I moved it. I did it too close. And then I'll just cap off that emitter. But some tulips and buddleia. Oops. Now I'm going to change directions really quick. These irises, yeah, the flowers are starting to form. This is the Eden rose. Lots of buds forming. This usually blooms in April. So it'll be pretty to see blooms on the fence too. Is there going to be blooms? I think so. Hope so. Oh yeah, I see buds on there. And these irises are getting lots of flowers forming, so that'll be pretty. The April garden tour will look different, but different things will be in bloom. It'll be nice. Still haven't changed out my wreath. That was on my agenda today, but I had to stay inside because they were flying over spraying. So I need to get the lavender in these lavender in the ground. The potatoes are doing really well. I think I have, let's see. Oop, wrong angle. Sorry guys. I think I have pretty much full germination. I'm looking at the spacing. If anything, I have one that I don't think took right there. But that'll be okay. And these are all doing really good. I need to get them, now that there's getting some height to them, I need to get them covered. So I need to pick up some soil this week so I can, actually I might just use the amendment soil I have and do that tomorrow afternoon. So there's these. I need to also get the water hooked up to this too. So like I said, I was supposed to do all that today, but I had to stay inside. And let's see, there's the roses. If I don't trip over this darn drip system. Oh, the asparagus, holy smokes. Let's see, let's do this way. I did weed this morning. I weeded the onion bed, which that was a bad idea to let that grow because it was pretty tough to come out and it started to pull out a lot of the onions. So hopefully they recovered. So the kale's starting to bolt, so I need to harvest whatever's on there. No aphids on there that I could tell, so that's good. There's the lemon balm, the marjoram, pineapple mint, regular mint, sage. Lots of new growth on the sage. That thing is going on 4 years? 4 years or 5 years? This was in the very first year I put this bed in, so I did that in 19, I think. So 5 years? Yeah, 5 years. And the same with the thyme. Oh, chives. I do have some little onions that did survive that I had tried to seed, and they did survive. So I think I'm going to put them back there. Yeah, although there's baby chives growing back there too, and I think there's a couple potato plants and some sage. I might transplant those. Although nobody I know needs sage, so I'll just probably pull those. The garlic's doing really well. And these potatoes are doing well. Lewis, get out of it. Hey, get out of there. The broccoli, I need to pull that so I can gather the seeds out of it. But yeah, these potatoes are doing well. If I could keep Gypsy out of it. There's the onions on that end. See, there's the red onions. And then the yellow onions and the white onions are down there. So I need to pick up all my weed pulling. This is the green beans. I don't see anything germinating yet on this side. I've been harvesting celery for our suppers. And the quail are getting in here and they're disrupting all the celery babies. So I might need to pull up some of those sooner than later. And then on this side, these are green beans also. Some of them are starting to pop up. Yeah, see, there's one right there. And then these are the greasy beans. I think they're doing okay. I guess I'll find out. Since we were gone this weekend, Jean surprised me with a little overnight trip. So, but it was raining anyway, so I really couldn't have did much, but I didn't get that covered either. Well, let's see. Yes, babies. Water fountain still doing good. Oh, I need to add some water. Hold on. Okay, that's better. There was a little bit of breeze earlier, so I needed to get that topped off, but yeah, it's looking a little rough right now, but it's just, I'm trying to stay ahead of it, guys. It's still beautiful, though. But this is the iceberg rose. I need to do some tying up of limbs. There's one bloom. Yes, babies. Oh, goodness sakes. Oh, what are you doing? You sweet boys, huh? Yeah, I was supposed to get boards painted and the landscape fabric down and rock moved, and yeah, it didn't happen. So hopefully next weekend. So tulips are about faded out. The pink tulips are really pretty. The Rose of Sharon, the hollyhocks, oh, and then the red bud. I'll show you the red bud real quick. Buddleia. Need to get over here and weed eat. This is a Texas Ranger. Looks like there's some new growth on there. There's the red bud. Oh, there's a bumblebee. Right there. Hi, little miss. Oh, goodness. There you go. Pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. That's an oak leaf hydrangea. Like I said, the hollyhocks. There's the Alnwick rose. Man, I could have got so much done today. Oh well, that's how it goes. I'll take a peek in the greenhouse real quick, show you some stuff going on in here. Oh, fan down. It's almost out of charge anyways. I'll just set it on the ground. But yeah, this is a rechargeable fan that oscillates. So when it's on low, like 1 or 2, it lasts all day. But look what bloomed. My Amish, or germinated, my Amish paste. Yay! I am so excited. I put them in the shed when we were gone, and I came home yesterday morning and they were up. I think there's 10 there if I can keep 10 alive. And then those are my other tomatoes and basil. So I think we're going to be good. And let's see. This is the marigolds. Those are white yarrow. The black hollyhocks. I need to give everything a drink of water. Nasturtium still haven't sprouted, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Pink hollyhocks. Fluffy white hollyhocks. And these are the double white hollyhocks, and I think they dried out, so I'm gonna have to start over there. I picked up a sun gold tomato from Home Depot the other day. because I thought I had sun gold seeds and I do not. So I've just been keeping that watered with the parsley. And there's those raspberries. Like I said, I need to get those in the ground. So here's some of the south side of the potager. There's snapdragons I'd put in last year. I'm kind of hoping this reseeds itself so I can save some of those. And yeah, that business happens every year. I'm not sure, but I did prune the crepe myrtle the other day. It usually looks dead and like crud, and then about June she wakes up and we're good to go. But there's a hawthorn. Oh, and when I was pruning her the other day, I had the water going everywhere, and I'm like, that sounds like running water. I looked down and where is it? Oh, right here. The line was separated. And so that explains a lot. So I'm not sure how long that line had been separated, but that's a lesson, is always go around and check your drip lines. See if everything's working, make sure nothing's plugged up. So that got fixed. And there's that hawthorn. I'm kind of maybe thinking about putting something right there. I'm not sure what, but. And then that's just a chrysanthemum, and that's a chrysanthemum, but yep, I need to go through and finish weeding. I mean, just to give an example of time, even though you guys all know, but just to do this right here would be, almost a half hour. That is going to have to be weed-eated down and then taken care of, because there's no pull in that stuff. That stuff is ridiculous. Same with over there, and I need to pull that rose because I don't want it anymore. I don't care for the mini roses. Those hollyhocks are doing good. There is a little bit of rust, so I'm going to have to treat those. But peach tree still has some blossoms on there, so this video is getting kind of long. I try to do short ones, guys. I really do. Parsley, oregano. That is, oh, I always forget. I think that's a baptisia of some sorts. Volunteer calendula. Yeah, let's see what we got out here. This will about wrap it up anyways. Oh, that ceanothus smells so good. It's so sweet. But what's weird is none of this stuff produced any blooms. There was some blooms, like on that, but none of this provided any blooms. So I have no idea. No idea whatsoever. Oh, this is from the garden. Okay, I'm like, what is it? I did sprinkle 2 green Indie zinnia heads the other day through this whole bed. So we'll see what that does. There's echinacea coming back right there. There's a hollyhock. More echinacea. Hollyhocks. So it kind of repeats. Peony. This is the first time I've had a peony come back when it's supposed to. So this will be the 2nd year, so we should have a bloom on that this year. That'll be nice. So more in here. Oh, Jean's little gnome. Oh, goodness. Oh, blonde here. Oh, I thought those were part of this bed, and they're not, so I'm going to have to transplant those. See what hollyhocks do? They just take over, I tell you. Goodness gracious. There's a volunteer buddleia. There's the laurel bay, like bay leaf. So lots of new growth on there. There's the rosemary. Here's the ceanothus still in bloom. Mind you, this was supposed to be 6 by 6. That is past that post by about 3 feet, and then it now touches over there. So that's over 16 feet long, guys. So just keep that in mind. Wherever you are. I mean, like I said, I'm in Northern California, and it doesn't get all that well of drip, because I had just put drip on it for when it was supposed to be 6 by 6 fully grown, and I haven't been able to get in there. So after it's done blooming, I can give it a haircut, and I'm going to do that because it's creeping in here. So, and the bees love it. Love it. This thing is covered in honeybees. Covered. In the mornings, it's worse. Right now, there's probably I can hear probably a couple dozen, but in the mornings, there's hundreds, if not thousands of bees on here. This is an apple tree. This is a Rubinet Reachables. So we're just now getting some leaf on there. Oh goodness, got a bumblebee. There's a buddleia. Allen Chickering salvia. It's in the salvia family. It smells like sage, looks like sage. Actually, it smells like it's almost like a mint. Kind of a, I don't know exactly what the smell is, but yep, this is filling in really nice. I'm glad I didn't put anything right there plant-wise because it would have got squished out. And I'm kind of glad also the blackberry didn't survive over there because the buddleia would have kicked that out too. And this is only 3 years old. That is probably pushing 8 feet tall. That's about as tall as the greenhouse. Yep, that's pushing 8 feet tall. So I should get in there and give it a little bit of a haircut, but we'll see. And then, so yeah, just tending to areas. I mean, when you take on stuff, you gotta make sure you have time for it. This is a patio apple. What one's this one? Oh, this is the one that I bought last year to fill, and that's one that I thought was dead down there. Oh, it's the Ultra Dwarf Honeycrisp. So I need to do something with this tag. There we go. Oh goodness, I'll take care of it later. Yep, the side's kind of slim, but there's more buddleias. And salvia. This is the jasmine. All the new growth. I needed to get everything tied up. I need to get stuff planted in that pot. And then here's the verbena on this side. I told Gene I was pointing out to him areas where I had did the barricade pre-emergent, and this is one of them. So there's nothing growing in here. There's some stuff over by his crawling course that's not growing. So the spots where I remember doing it, it's not growing. So that's really good. And there's a volunteer calendula. This I thought was dead, but it is finally breaking dormancy right there. So we're good there. Some pretties by the shed. This one's farther along in growth. See? Oh, and here's those onions that I'm going to put in that one box with the sage and the thyme. I just need to do that. Then we're back around. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Oh, one more thing, last thing. That's a forsythia I need to put in the ground, and 2 blueberry bushes and a volunteer buddleia I need to get in the ground. So I'm going to hopefully work on that this weekend, although it's Easter weekend, so we'll see. So have a great night and a great rest of your week. Thank you for watching. I hope you subscribe if you're not already. And I'm hoping to get a thrift haul video up soon too, but we'll see about that. So remember to always be kind and do what makes you happy. And thanks, guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.